Holy moly, Marvel fans. If this information is true regarding Kang Dynasty, Fantastic Four, Deadpool, Secret Wars, post-Secret Wars, and the Thunderbolts, we have so much to look forward to. I understand it's far away, but this scooper has yet to miss. Yes, they have been putting out so much, and every other scooper is taking their info and saying it's theirs, and it's crazy because a lot of the stuff they have said before regarding Secret Invasion, regarding other films has been correct. TV shows, you hear it here. So let's get into this video because we got a lot to talk about. So there is a scooper going by the name of D-Born1, and Marvel Studios Spoilers taking the compilation. I also have a lot of it on my own page on Twitter, you know the links, but this person has been putting out information for a while now, coming back as different accounts and getting so much right regarding TV shows and movies, and now they're putting out a lot of information regarding future things that have seemed to match up with a lot of other things that have been posted, some things that have been rumored / leaked, Loki information, and so much more. The fact that a lot of scoopers are taking their info now and trying to run with it, but you see me debunking these and all this kind of stuff. So let's get into it because we have a lot of different movies to talk about. Here we go. Deadpool. He pretty much went on to say, I don't want to reveal too much, but the story is about the TVA picking a chosen one from each universe because they're all collapsing and want to put them in a new universe. Elektra is the chosen one from Daredevil's universe regarding Deadpool 3. I feel like that makes a lot of sense because that actually does point to the fact that she will be the Illuminati member for that part of the universe and for that different member in a sense. It is very a much multiversal film. Wow, sorry I butchered that. In fact, it's the most direct build-up to Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars regarding Deadpool 3. And there are many Deadpool variants and many Wolverine variants, and that's all I'm gonna say about it for now. Maybe this is why some leakers say the MCU's Wolverine will be shown in Deadpool 3. Maybe one of the variants is a main character or something like that. I highly doubt the MCU Wolverine will be in Deadpool 3 though, because it would be completely distract from Hugh Jackman's Wolverine being there and would be very awkward in the sense. I totally get that because yes, if you have Hugh Jackman, you don't demote him to secondary Wolverine and bring in the real one. And we've been told time and time again that they're not going to cast those characters till after Secret Wars, which at the time was 2026, but now it seems like it's going to be 2029 or something like that. Deadpool and Wolverine end up in the new universe at the end of Deadpool 3, so Jackman is definitely here to stay at least until the end of Secret Wars. Yes, once again, they are building a new Earth, and it's going to be that new place that they're going to go on, and that's the battle world. So essentially, whether or not Hugh Jackman stays after, we don't know yet, but I'm hoping a lot of the older characters get a send-off and get to go to their own universe or something like that at the very end. That would be awesome. Next up, Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. You ready for this one? They're letting these universes die because there's nothing they can do about it, and they can't save everyone from every universe, so their plan is to pick one hero from every universe and save them while the rest die with it. No idea exactly what that means, but this is the build-up for the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. Yes, it makes a lot of sense because, like we were told before, Doctor Strange is out of the universe. He's in the dark dimension. Wanda is in the Witch's Road. Shang-Chi, I can't remember what it's called, but it's that place with the dragon in his movie. Monica is in another universe, and so on and so forth. And Peter Parker is the only one realistically in the 616 that's going to survive. So you're going to have like Peter Parker, Toby's universe, the X-Men universe. We don't know how that one's going to work because there's a lot of X-Men. But at the same time, you know, once again, they said there are 3 different timelines now from the new rumor about the whole thing with the 2000 X-Men, the Deadpool universe, and the Wolverine/Logan universe, which means we can possibly have 3 different Wolverines, which would be awesome, but I'm just saying. Fantastic freaking Four. Here we go. Fantastic Four's last draft had them in the 60s in another universe, where they are the only heroes and huge stars. They have to save their world from Galactus and his heralds, but they lose and the TVA save them and take them to the new universe. Now, once again, that's kind of cool. They're like in their own universe. They're like, hey, we're going to save them. We're going to put them on Battleworld. And it would explain a lot. I don't know how exactly their own film would go. If that would be a post-credit scene. If we would think they would die at the end and then, you know, possibly something else would happen. I don't know. But all I know is to have them on there makes sense because, like I've been saying, not every movie needs an origin film. These could be an established team that's in the 60s. They could be gone. They could be sent to Battleworld. Ta-da. They can mash up. They can clash with Tony Stark. They can clash with Kang. They can clash with anybody they want. And it's to the T. Post Secret Wars. We've heard about this one before. Let's get into it. The plan is for Earth 616 to be destroyed, and post Secret Wars, New Earth will be the main set base for the MCU. As for the rest of them, obviously, not everybody is going to die. They will find a way to get all of them to New Earth. What I think they mean by that is they mean all the survivors. Obviously, we're going to have some people that are going to be gone forever. I'm assuming Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, the Hulk, you know, if they bring back Natasha, Clint. I feel like a lot of those characters are going to die, which is going to give us the ability to do a reboot, which is going to have different characters on that Earth in that point in time. I think that makes the most sense. And, you know, obviously, once again, lets the older characters go away and have a great last bang and big finale. Think it makes the most sense. Now, this is the one I am super excited for, besides Deadpool 3, which is my most anticipated of this phase. Let's get into the Thunderbolts. No Mephisto, no Fisk. Val bought Avengers Tower. It's going to be revealed in Act 3 of the Thunderbolts. Now, this is a huge thing that everybody's been waiting for so long. And it makes sense because she's such a tricky, evil person, and she can be doing stuff behind the scenes, working with the government and making a lot of things happen. If you want to know what Thunderbolts is actually about, the team is sent to what they discover to be a suicide mission. Duh, Suicide Squad, anybody? They were not supposed to come back alive. When they realize it, they team up to take down the person who sent them to die. Well, obviously, the person who sent them to die is more than likely Val. So I'm assuming they're all going to team up. They're all going to try to get a hold of her and try to get her and stop her. But then somehow the Sentry's going to go haywire, whether or not she uses him as her like last resort and like lets him out of a chamber, or whether she pushes a button and he goes crazy. And they kind of have to do like the Suicide Squad mission where like Enchantress kind of like haywired and they all had to stop her. Something on those lines. Who knows? Feige lied. Just like when he called Multiverse of Madness a team-up movie between Doctor Strange and Wanda. He did say that. Yelena is the leader of the Thunderbolts. Bucky and Red Guardian are not part of the team. They only join them during the third act. Now, I see it makes sense, as in maybe they only have a couple of them. Maybe Bucky and Red Guardian like disappear at the beginning, or we think they die and they come back. But once again, like I said, this scooper is pretty reliable from what we know. Obviously, I don't have any confirmation of him besides like Secret Invasion and stuff like that and some possible date changes. But as for all these details, we got to keep our minds speculating. We got to take it with a grain of salt, like I always say. The Fantastic Four information, I mean, I found something like this on Reddit 3 years ago. Grace Randolph has said this. You know, Can We Get Some Toast has said this. Daniel RPK has said this. There's a lot of these things. I'm just going to give credit to Marvel Studios spoilers because obviously they're the ones who got this all first. Not this information, but like for the most part, like details of plots and whatnot. And this person seems to be adding on. And I've been hearing this person was also in RPK's Discord group or something like that. So I guess we're going to have to wait to see and exactly who this person is and exactly what more they have coming for us shortly. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Follow me down below because if you want to keep up to date weekly on all the information regarding Loki and everything else in the near future, you know where to find me. I'll catch y'all in the next one.